Okay, April 26th, 2018. I say goodbye to a beautiful friend. My 77 Robin Egg Blue Monte Carlo in the Lumbard or Robin Egg blue color with a vinyl top. Man, was this ever something to have a little fun with and drive, even though I never drove it. Because I bet I didn't put 30 miles on it in all the years that I had it. So I just enjoy getting it out and putting a little spit shine on it, and played with some different things, and mainly with regard to aesthetics. And it's time to move on, time to go. So I sold it. And man, what an absolute joy to drive amid the fenders crashing into the future when you're sitting there in the driver's seat. You know, they're so long. My God, that hood's got to be 7 feet long. But man, look at the detail and the chrome. Weren't you something? $350 4-barrel. Let's take you down the road, see what you do. And there they are, crashing into the future. And you know, look at that cool hood ornament out there. And this had the fuel economy gauge on it, and along with the other optional instruments in the pretty blue instrument panel. Can't stop looking at those fenders as I drive this one last time with the pretty interior, the white interior, and how they kept it clean, or how they could ever make a car and just bright white like this is amazing in itself. Wow. Just great pickup, great everything. Oh, it's like saying goodbye to a long lost friend. You just, you know, you get something and you put it away. I don't know, maybe as an investment or something. What are you going to do? Go to a bank? They'll give you 0.1% interest. You know, in that very thought. And, you know, maybe sit on your car for a while, and, you know, and turns out in this example, I'm going to do okay in my having done that. And some bang for the buck. So everybody loves or wants something in their particular era of cars. And, you know, that's where you'll find all people who collect cars. And it turns out that's a good thing. For me. So I'm okay with it, but it's kind of, you know, also it's kind of sombering, you know, the thought of it. But what do? You know, you move on and say, well, it's just a car. So I'm trying to think that very thought, but gosh, it isn't easy when I drive it like this. Not even a rattle. Wow, just something else. It's hard to hold the camera steady. Just kind of a little video diary for me, so to speak. Geez, I set the clock and it works great, and they're ticking along, and everything's fine with that even. And you know, God, if I had some R12 Freon, I'd show you frost coming out of the ducts. Oh God, it'll just freeze your ass off. It's just beautiful. And you know, this era, these builds in the 70s, amid a full size, what is this, an A car, I think, platform and what they did and represented. Such heavy rigidity with all the gussets and the plates and the cross members and the body, just remarkable, So, parting is such sweet sorrow, as the saying goes. Yeah, whatever, just a car. But I'm gonna get some shots of the outside again in the engine and call it a video. Okay, hang on. As we exit here, look at all the weight on that door. Why weren't you something, when I look back at this and my gold gray beard's dragging on the ground, how clean you were. Oh my God. Oh my God, aren't you pretty? Pretty dusty is what you are. Just got you out after sitting for 5 years. God's sakes. Oh, that'll be for me. Let's see, where are you? There you are. Look at the louvers in the hood, whatever you call them. There's a little heat out of there. Look at the old mercury light when I move the hood. Mercury. 350 V8 4-barrel. Weren't you something? Every plug, every loom, everything, all original. Cruise control transducer working great. Emissions label still there. And God, man, look at that. Not even a bent fin. Pretty metal work. No Edelbrock headers and carbureted bullshit with stinking fumes coming out where you can't breathe. You don't wreck a nice car like this. You leave it be. Fine the way that it is. My opinion. respect those that have other opinions, but yeah, that's what makes collecting pretty great, huh? We all have our opinions. Look at the old coke stove down there. The heat riser and the Thermax sensors for the heat riser. Even the fully functional EGR valve, all intact. Weren't you something? That's how it was 40 years ago, 41 years ago in 77 with this car. So let's end it with the trunk and pop the motor, or pop the key in the trunk here. I'll shut it off and we'll leave it at that. So there he is. All the proper excuse me, badges and instruction labeling, and I don't believe this spare was ever out. Remember how your ovens used to look like this? So beautiful. So funny. I often wondered if there was ever a mat back here. Seems to me like there'd have to be, instead of just a raw floor like this. But man, oh man, oh man, weren't you something? And just not a follicle of anything that has to do with that terrible R word that we all dread, rust. Whew. For the record, look at how you put fuel in.